Today we're talking about Sam Cooke Legend and a bunch of other stuff. But first I'm going to talk about this free food that I got from the library. I'll show you what it is. And then I reused the containers for James's food today, and I'll show you what I put in there. So that'll be fun dinner we have. And so yeah, this free food that we got from the library on Saturday, it was because they had what do you call it? Yeah, I don't know. Some sort of, they had somebody playing the drums there, and they had, yeah, I guess it was, the sign said that it was going to be filmed or something, so we might appear on camera. But honestly, I would have just appeared on camera leaving with James and my food. So anyway, this has bannock in it, which is wonderful, and some chopped up tomatoes, some lettuce, and some cheese, which I'm going to give to James because I don't need that. Oh, here I go, dropping my food all over the place. And
the yard's pretty clean.
Yeah, we just got quite a bit of rain. But anyway, so that's what James ate, that meal, but on Saturday when I brought it back. But his also had 2 chilies, because this size a container of chili, because it came with chili. And 1 cookie, because I grabbed a cookie for him because they had cookies. So James is going to have some tzatziki on his baked potato. That's a container of grapes, a container of strawberries. And I'll show you what I put in here for dinner for him. So, there's some butternut squash and one of those mushroom frusta things, some salad, baked potato. That's it. So James is just gonna get started on talking about the what do you call it? Various videos. Because
how's that for a little?
Yeah. So
where
did I put your fork? Oh, here's your fork. There you go. Oh, well, you can use that one if you want. Yeah, do.
No,
oh,
I just washed it off on the tree branch.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you don't want to use it. Okay. So, here you go with all of the videos. Because do you want me to talk about the ones that I'm going to talk about first?
No, I'll talk about them.
Okay. So, you talk about the stuff, and then I'll take over when you feel like it.
Springsteen. So, agree.
Oh. Hot potato.
Okay, so 3 different videos. 3 different acts.
You can have my cheese.
No, 2 acts, and one thing is kind of like a put together thing. What I'll do is I'll look at the acts first. Sam Cooke, legend. And this was written by a guy called Pete Goralnik. Hopefully I'm not mispronouncing his name too horribly.
That'll be good.
And I've known him for...
Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter.
Probably something like over 50 years. 50 years, yeah, over. As a rock and roll writer. Perhaps a bit of a critic to Pete Goralnik. Apparently a big fan of Sam Cooke, and guess what? I sort of am. The life, the legend, the legacy. A little bit of alliteration. They've got, I think, maybe a couple of Sam Cooke's surviving siblings talking. And then his daughter and grandkid not talking about the feature. So some of the people that are interviewed are Aretha Franklin. Lots of hits like Natural Woman, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, tons of other things.
Which I don't like.
I don't like spelling sort of things, you know.
And especially when it sounds like she's saying R-E-S-P-C-T, because it's not there's not enough syllables in her song to say E.
Maybe I haven't heard the full lyrics of D-I-V-O-R-C-E, Are they kind of spelling it out so kids can't hear it? I don't know. That's a Tammy Wynette hit. I don't know if she wrote it.
Well, there it might
that one
make
might
sense.
make sense. I just haven't listened to it closely enough. I've got to admit, country and western music generally is an acquired taste that I haven't acquired. The thing that gets me more than anything is the accent or accents, various sorts of things. I find them remarkable. The other thing is I don't like, is it baritone or not quite bass that most country and western guy singers sing it. I can't stand it. I think it sounds studly or something. It just sounds stunned to me. Bobby Womack wrote maybe the Rolling Stones' first semi-hit. It's All Over Now. I used to love her, and it's all over now. And they actually played a cut from it. It's the first time I'd ever heard it. Well, second time, because this is the second time I've gone through it. It actually was better the second time through. But, and it might be better yet the third time through. But I'm telling you, it's hard to cut an original performance of something. Every so occasionally gets done, but the Rolling Stones blew Bobby Womack out of the water because it sounds like the world is over when the Rolling Stones. It's not so much singing. Mick Jagger can't hold a tune in a bucket, but it's the backup stuff. It's just it sounds like it's over. Where's Bobby Womack? Well, it's just a relationship's over, not the world. Lou Rawls, and I used to think Lou Rawls when I was a kid. I said, man, oh man, that guy's almost Nat King Cole to me. But they knew what they were doing when they put this together, because I don't think I don't know if they even mentioned it. But the closing cut or sequence from this is Lou Rawls talking about Sam Cooke's legacy. And what they got playing in the background is Sam Cooke with Lou Rawls, not doing backup so much as call and response. So it's what is the song? I'll always be your slave till I'm dead and buried in your grave. Bring it to me. Bring your sweet lovin'. Bring it on home to me. And then you got Sam Cooke saying, yeah. And then the answer is, yeah, that's Lou Rawls. And they don't talk about it. This is for everyone, but it's for aficionados too. Thank you, Pete Geraldine, and whoever else was involved in putting this together. Lloyd Price, he was got hits, I think, late 50s, early 60s, one or two. Lou Adler, weird sort of thing. He's a producer, best known, I think, for producing The Mamas and the Papas. L.C. Cooke, so that's one of Sam Cooke's brothers, I think, a slightly younger brother. They probably sang together, at least for a while. And folks, the most important thing I got out of this, because I knew a lot of this stuff already. I even like Wonderful World is done by Herman's Hermits. And it's not Herman's Hermits. And Peter Noon, the lead singer, who kind of looked like a fresh-faced Mick Jagger back in the day, 1965. They were maybe the biggest hit makers of 65. I don't know how many hits they had that year, 3, 4. Anyway, it's a song. It's a song, not the singer. The Rolling Stones once did a song called It's the Singer, Not the Song. The best stuff is the singer and the song. That's Sam Cooke, folks. Because you get the singer, not the song. With very few exceptions, you've got Jackie Wilson. And they were talking about, can you imagine this? You guys that know anything about the late 50s, early 60s, same bill traveling around, Sam Cooke and Jackie Wilson. I'm telling you, Jackie Wilson. Like Sam Cooke had good, very good stage presence, a very good voice, but Jackie Wilson cut it to pieces on both. Jackie Wilson had what sounds to me like operatic range. He had power, and you should see that guy dance. When he span around, he looked like Prince. Only, what, 20, 25 years before. And that wasn't his only move. You know, like, it kind of looks weird when Elvis was doing this, you know, like, starting this, when he came back from the army. I think that's when he started doing it. But he picked it up off of Jackie Wilson. Kind of looked natural with Jackie Wilson. It looked like an affectation when Elvis was doing it. But what was I saying? Yeah. I think it was maybe a sister. I had siblings, not just brothers of Sam Cooke. I think it was a younger sister talking about Sam and she going down to the library. Can you imagine that? Just any kind of a pop singer as a kid going to the library. And she said when they went to the library, it seemed like it was a weekly thing, and they were allowed 5 books a week, and they took out 5 books a week. And she said he was a bookworm. That's why, folks, his lyrics kind of make sense. That's why you've got something like, I do know 1 and 1 is 2. And if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world it would be. Before then, in that verse, he's talking about not knowing about mathematics and geometry and stuff like that. That verse, the second verse, usually the second verse in a pop hit is, you just don't want to hear it because someone comes up with the first verse and then they go, where do we go from here? This guy actually knew. Why? Because he read books. He also set up his own company. The Beatles actually were ripped off. I think this guy, Sam Cooke, eventually had his own publishing and stuff like that. The Beatles were ripped off by a guy called Dick James. Okay? So this guy was smart. Basically, he was a smarter business guy than the Beatles. Now, John Lennon read books. And it shows. If you want to actually leave a legacy, like this talks about the life, the legend, and the legacy. If you want to leave a legacy, you'd better have words that are going to mean something to people down the road. A lot of people don't care. They just want to live in the present, get $1 million, spend it, you know, like snuff it up their nose or whatever. Yeah, I'm not a 50s kind of guy. I'm more of a 70s kind of guy. But I listen to this stuff. It's timely. When you listen to Jackie, I remember I got hold of Jackie Wilson's big hits. I was like Peggy Lee doing that deadpan. Is that all there is? Because you hear the voice, you just thrill to his 67 hit, Higher and Higher. But you don't want to listen to the lyrics. You never want to hear anyone else do that song. Partly because they can't sing it like Jackie Wilson, but partly because you don't want to concentrate on the lyrics. What you're concentrating on is this guy going so high, it's stratospheric. He's actually taking you higher. Not the lyrics aren't taking you. And stuff like that. But folks, it's for all the marbles. You know, you're going to die. And you don't want to leave a tombstone that might as well have nothing on it. Maybe you do, I don't care. But this guy, he's for the ages. I went back and excavated this stuff. Because it's not the stuff I was raised on. But a lot of it is really quite good. Bruce Springsteen lived a whole lot longer than Sam Cooke. I think Sam Cooke was shot 3 times by something like a hotel keeper or something like that. And I'm telling you, there's been a lot of racism around because reverse racism. When I read about Sam Cooke's demise, I assumed it was a white. The way it was presented was but She wasn't. She was African American. Bumped him full of 3 bullets. And his response was, "Lady, you shot me." About the last thing he said. Anyway, I don't know what occasioned it. It looked